Hey everyone! In this video, I'll be sharing some 2026 bingo ideas that I'm going to put on my bingo card. I did a bingo card for 2025 and it honestly was so fun. It was a way better way for me to do my resolutions instead of just making a list and then being disappointed when I inevitably didn't finish them all. And I did reach bingo last year, which I was very proud of. Here are some 2026 bingo ideas. Okay, number 1. Go camping. I really want to go camping. We have all of the stuff to go car camping, but we also have the stuff to go backpacking. But I really want to bring our new dog, Daisy. And so if we want to do that, I think we should probably start with car camping just to see if she likes it or not. I think she will because she really likes new adventures and exploring places. So I think she would love it, but we should see first with car camping. Okay, number 2, find a new signature dish. I love when people have a signature dish that they make and you just know it's going to be delicious and they've perfected it over the years. I think there's just something really special about that. And I have a couple of foods that I like making, but honestly, I think I've always been a little bit more of a baker than like everyday food cook. So I really want to find something that I love and that I can make really well. One thought that I had was pesto cream Alfredo, because I've had this amazing pesto cream Alfredo at a restaurant around here and it was so good. So I'm thinking about making that my new signature dish. Okay, number 3 is make one new art piece that I'm proud of. It doesn't necessarily need to be the best one that I've made this year, but it needs to be something that I am really genuinely proud of. And I did this last year as well, and it was a watercolor pen drawing painting. I really loved how it turned out. Maybe it wasn't the best one that I made last year, but it was one that I was super proud of. Number 4 is go on a trip somewhere new. This could also be related to the camping one, but it doesn't have to be. Even though I traveled a lot last year, I felt like I didn't necessarily explore that much. It was more like visiting places, so I definitely want to do more of that in 2026. Okay, number 5, learn how to swim. I am not a very good swimmer. I briefly took lessons as a kid and low-key had a traumatic experience where I was like caught in a riptide when I was a kid. So not great, and I do have a little bit of a fear of big open water, but I feel like it would be good for me to conquer that fear. And also, I just think it's like a good life skill to know how to swim. Okay, number 6 is knitting something color blocked or something that has text, because I have done a lot of knitting, but it's usually with the exact same color all throughout the piece. I would love to work on something where you have to change colors constantly. I just feel like it would be really good for me to learn. I would love to make like a checkered sweater vest with really bright colors, like a bright pink, purple, maybe like an orange, maybe like a baby blue. I feel like that would be so cute. And I'm trying to introduce more color into my wardrobe, so I feel like it would be really cool to say, yeah, I made this like super cute, fun piece myself. Okay, number 7 is make one art collection / set. I was inspired by Arden Rose and her collection of the little houses, and I thought that was so cool. And I think it's really neat to do a collection and see how your work kind of changes over time. And also it kind of forces you to make a lot of pieces. I mean, you can do a really small collection, like a 2-piece collection, but I'm thinking like 5 or 6 paintings that are somewhat related to each other. And I just think that could be really fun. Number 8 is to make a custom code website. I'm not sure if I've talked about it yet, but I was a software engineer for about 5 years and I still do design work. I would love to make like a throwback website. I'm thinking like early 2013 Tumblr kind of vibe, and I just think it'd be really fun and like a little passion project to do. And yes, I am thinking about including the cursors that have the little glitter sparkle trails that follow the cursor around, because I loved that when I was a kid. Okay, number 9 is very specific to me, but it could be for any video game, but I want to reach Stardew Valley farm perfection, which I know is difficult and it might not happen, but I have played a lot of hours in one farm and I think that I could do it this year if I really put my mind to it. Number 10 is getting a new piercing. I think I want to get my 3rd lobe. I really do like the look of like the cartilage or some of the inner piercings, which I don't know what they're called, but I have heard a lot of horror stories from my friends about how they just never heal. I'm sure it depends a lot on your piercer and then obviously aftercare, but I just am nervous about the cartilage. Like I do not want a piercing that will never heal. Like one of my friends, it took 2+ years for her cartilage to heal. So I just don't want that. And I know that my lobes have healed correctly when I've actually gone to a tattoo place and gotten them pierced, not just like at Claire's or something. So I think I want the third lobe pierced. Okay, number 11 is that I want to post more YouTube videos. Specifically, I want to post 10 YouTube videos because it's a little short of one a month. And I always set a really ambitious goal where I'm like, I'm gonna post every week. And then I miss a week. And then suddenly it's been like 2 months. So I wanna make it easier for myself and just say easy 10 videos, not even one a month. It's okay, kind of just take the pressure off. Number 12 is a candle making workshop. I really like learning how to do new crafts. So I feel like it would be fun to do a candle making one because I haven't done that before. And I've heard a lot of good things from lots of friends. Number 13 is sew a garment that I'm proud of and actually fits well. I find that oftentimes when I'm sewing things, I follow the pattern to a T, but I don't necessarily try it on for fit. So in the end, I will have made something that, yes, fits the exact size guidelines, but it doesn't necessarily fit me the best. So I want to make something that actually fits me, read up a little bit more on how to do that correctly and how to size correctly to your body, because I do have a dress form, which is actually right here out of frame. But even with the dress form, I find the fit is not always exactly right. I think it probably just involves a lot of trying stuff on and making sure it actually fits and making a lot of small adjustments. Number 14 is completing the Lego set that I got 2 Christmases ago for the Great Wave painting. It's beautiful. I just haven't actually sat down and taken the time to do it. And I love Legos, so I want to do that this year. And then I can display it somewhere like I have with the Starry Night. So I also have the Starry Night and I did that one. It was so much fun. It took like 2 weeks because I just did a little bit at night and I didn't do it every single day, but it was so fun to do. I want to take it out of the box and actually do it. Number 15 is make a new kind of bread. I don't know exactly what kind, and my partner actually made focaccia for the first time the 2nd of January, so technically we've already done that one, but I wasn't that involved in making it. Done sourdough before. Maybe I could do a baguette or something like that. That could be really good. Number 16 is take an art class. I haven't taken that many art classes in my life. I think in high school and middle school I took maybe 1 or 2 for elective classes. I think it would be really fun as an adult to take a dedicated art class. Number 17 is practice calligraphy more. I took 1 class with my sister. It was so much fun, and then I promptly put the set away and forgot about it. But I think it would be so much fun, like even just addressing letters. What if I did a really fancy calligraphy script? I feel like that would be so exciting to receive that in the mail. I mean, you might think that you're getting like an invite to a fancy party and then just be disappointed when it's a letter, but I just think that would be really cute. Number 18 is I want to read 12 books. So that is a book a month, but a little bit different from last year, because last year I said I wanted to read 25 and I only got to 19. I mean, I shouldn't even say only got to. That is way more books than I've read probably in the past like 5 years combined. I was a big reader as a kid, and then my attention span got lost somewhere along the way. And so I'm really proud of myself for reading so many books last year. But this year, I want to take a little bit of the pressure off of reading so much, and I want to read books that I actually want to read and not just listen to an audiobook because I know that it's short and it'll get me one step closer to my goal. Number 19 is to do another craft market and sell some more of my work. I make polymer clay art, earrings, magnets, keychains, worry stones, and then I also sell my pottery, which I make on the wheel. I had a lot of fun at the last craft market I did, and I think it would be really fun to do it again. Honestly, it's great just like talking to customers and seeing what things that they like, listening to their feedback and their suggestions for things that they would love to see. Selling through Etsy is great. But yeah, it's really cool to see people's expressions in person and see when they like stuff. And then number 20 is to have 5 no tech nights, which sounds like a low number, but I can bet you that it's going to be hard to do. But you can have different rules for yourself. But for me, I'm thinking like no phone, put it in do not disturb and put it away, and then no TV. I think music for me is something that I really like. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, maybe it's just a distraction. But if if I'm going to be listening to music, it's going to be on my record player. So it feels a little bit more intentional, like picking out an album and saying, okay, this is the one I'm going to listen to, and then really just listening to it. But ideally, it'll just be a really good way to let my brain fully relax, de-stress, and kind of just take a pause, because I feel like it's so hard nowadays to just take a breath or take a night off. And it feels like we need to be available to everyone all the time, which is not true. I would love to have at least 5 of those nights. And I think it's something where if I start doing it, I will really like doing it. Maybe it'll just come naturally to keep doing that and having more and more tech-free nights, which honestly, I think would be amazing for everyone. Okay, with that, those are all of my 2026 bingo ideas. I haven't actually made my card yet, but I'm going to do it very soon. I'll share it with y'all when I do. If you're doing a bingo card and you have any ideas that you're really excited about, please leave a comment, because I still have a couple more to add. I need at least 5 more because I'm going to be doing a 5x5 grid. So I would love to hear suggestions from y'all. And if you like any of these and you're going to put them on your bingo card, also let me know, because that would be really cool. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. You can find me over on Instagram at ashleyscozyadventures, and you can also find me on Etsy at ashleyscozyadventure with no S. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!